Hi everyone, my name is Tarek, and today I want to introduce merchprotect.com. I want to talk about who it is for and why you might want to be using it. MerchProtect is a trademark search engine created specifically for Merch by Amazon sellers, and the reason is that we are Merch by Amazon sellers ourselves. Our data comes directly from the USPTO daily uploaded files, and we show you exactly when our data was last updated so you can have a peace of mind and know that you're working with the latest data available. Now, let's talk about why we created Merch Protect. As you might know, Amazon is very strict about their trademark rules. You have to ensure that all the keywords in your text is trademark safe. Now, that was not a problem at the beginning, but once our inventory started to grow, we quickly realized that this was time consuming and hard to manage. Now, there was available tools for us, but those did not completely solve our problem. To explain this, let me give a quick demonstration. If we go to the dashboard here, you can see we have two tracked products. Let's open the first one. You can see there's a bunch of text. This is a typical Merch by Amazon product. With other tools, we had to kind of guess which keywords here might be trademarked in the future and then add them to a watch list. Now, this was not a problem until you have 1,000 or a couple thousands of products like this one. And it's also very error prone because you might miss some of the keywords or just overlook them. With our tool, however, you only have to add the products at once as a whole, and then we take care of splitting and tracking all your keywords for you. And we also show you exactly how we have split your keywords at the bottom of each product here. If you click on this, you can see that we have a lot of keywords, and that is because we track every possible combination of keywords in your products. You'll also notice that we have an ignore list at the bottom here. And if you click on it, you can see why we ignore some of those keywords. Now, if we take a look at this middle section here, you can see all the trademarks that we have found. The second section here is for the trademarks that are ignored. And those are either the ones that you ignore yourself when making a decision over this section, or they might be ignored by default when you click the track button because they match one of the keywords on our most common English words. In order to ignore a trademark, you can click the minus button here. And once you ignore all of them, then the product will turn into a green color, which indicates it is in good standing. And of course, if there is a new trademark filed or registered, then you'll get an email and this color will turn back into red, and the new trademark will be listed above this list here. The other very important section that we offer on our dashboard is the updates section. Let's click on it and then click on this here. You can see that we show multiple different types of trademark updates. Let's select the newly filed trademarks update, and then it is for the last 2 weeks, and it is sorted alphabetically. And if you look here, you can see all the newly filed trademarks for the last 2 weeks. However, if you look up here, you can see that there is about 1,600 newly filed trademarks in the last 2 weeks alone. This will be very hard to go through and figure out if any of them matches one of your product's keywords. And that is why we created this very cool feature up here. It is a sorting algorithm to sort based on merch similarity. And if we click on that, you can see here that is sorting them one by one. And let's broaden the percentage to 70%. And so what's going on here behind the scenes is that it's going through each one of those trademarks and comparing them to your products one by one, and if there is any keyword that is matching one of those trademarks, it is going to be highlighted in yellow. This indicates that this keyword is 70% or more similar to one of the keywords in one of your trademarks. And if you click on it, it will show you exactly which product has this keyword that matches this trademark. And as you can see here, this is a very useful tool in protecting your account. However, you don't have to come here all the time and check for updates if you use our tracking tool, because it does that for you on a daily basis. However, you might still want to come here if you want to broaden your search percentage and check for a broader range. Or if you want to check for other lists like this one here, could be dead soon, which is our next subject. Could be dead soon is one of our coolest lists here because it is designed to help you grow your business. Let's take a look. When we click on it here, you can see that we have about 500 trademarks that are about to go dead. And the reason this is helpful is because you'll be one of the first one to know about them going dead. And as you know, a lot of Amazon sellers were avoiding those ones, especially the ones with a registered symbol, because they did not want to get in trouble with Amazon. But once they go dead, you can use them, and this will be a great opportunity because you will be one of the few to use them. Now, those are not guaranteed to go dead, but they will most likely do. And you can open any of them and check what's going on by looking at the status here. We also have the opposition section here. And let's look at it. We have about 1,500 trademarks that are in the opposition stage, which gives you the opportunity to file an opposition letter and stop the trademark from going forward in case it matches one of your products that you do not want to lose. And the way you would know that is again by using our merge similarity filter. And that way it becomes very easy for you to protect your products in case somebody is trying to trademark a very general English word. For instance, here we have Designy, and if we click on that, you can see that we have a product that uses design in 2 different places. And this is why it is showing you this as a match. In this case, this is not a problem, but you can imagine in some cases this might be an issue, and you might want to consider filing an opposition letter in order to keep your products from being removed on Amazon. Let's move on to our search engine. As you know, trademark laws do not only look at exact matches, but also at similar matches that are similar enough to cause confusion. And that was our main focus while building this search engine, and we provided multiple ways to handle that. One of them is the stemmed search. Stemmed search is a mechanism where we strip down your phrases into their English root and then compare them against the trademark stemmed version. And to demonstrate that, let me show an example here. If we look for love living and then go, you see here it is showing loving living as a match for love living, even though love and loving are not an exact match. Love ends with an E, but here we do not have the letter E. With other tools, this will not be detected because they are looking for exact or partial matches. But with our tool, we will detect it because it is sharing the same English root. Now, this case might not be very problematic, but as you can imagine, stemmed search might be very helpful in protecting your account, and it gives you an extra layer of security. The other feature that we offer to help find similar matches is our sound option here. This is very helpful when you have a trademark that is a play on words or a trademark that combines 2 words into one. With a traditional search, you will not be able to catch those. But let's take a look at this example here. We have bulldog with a space between them. We have the sound option selected. Let's hit go. And if we go down here under sound matches, you can see that it is matching bulldog without a space, also bulldogs. And as you can imagine, this is very helpful, and it will also add another layer of security as well. But you'll also see other matches that are not very similar. And this is because the sound option is not bulletproof. It's just added to gives you an extra layer of security. A trademark might be in a different stage of the registration process, and that might affect whether you can use that trademark or not. And in order to help you figure that out and visualize it, we added a feature. When you click on a trademark, let's say this one here, you can see exactly where this trademark is at. And for instance, this one is already a registered trademark, but you can see there's multiple different stages, and in some cases this line will be orange, which indicates this trademark is going through some trouble moving forward. Also, we have a Chrome extension that you can use on Amazon's listing page, and that way you can ensure that your product is safe before publishing. And we do highlight the matches for you, and you can see all of them under those two lists here. And if you want to see more details about each trademark, you can hover over it and we'll show you more details. And if you click on it, you'll go to the USPTO website. We also give you the ability to run sound searches by clicking on this sound option here, and that will allow you to select any word that you want to run the search on. And let's say we want to search for booze here. You can see that we are able to see the words that are sound similar. And this is going to be very helpful. And in case you want to look up for more than one word, you can always check this two words option, and then you can select two words at the same time. Our Chrome extension is also available on the product page after you publish the product, and that makes it a lot easier to track your product rather than having to go to the dashboard and type in all the details yourself. For instance, if we want to track this product, you can click on the track button here, and that will show you all the matches for this product, and it will highlight them for you. And for instance here, if we take a look at the details of this product, you can see the red highlights are the critical trademark matches, and the yellow ones are the common English words. But sometimes not all of them will be highlighted here for some technical reason, and that is why we have two lists here for you to look at. And we also provide you the ability to ignore them from the product page by clicking on this dash button here. Once you ignore all of them and you feel safe using those words, then the color of this badge will turn into blue, and you'll know that the product is in good standing. Now, in case in the future there's a new trademark that is matching one of your keywords of this product, then this badge here will turn back into red, and of course you'll get an email. We also show you all the keywords that we have split and are tracking under this list right here. Finally, and the most important question you might have is, how can I trust your database? That was one of our main concerns when building this tool for our own use, and this is why we spent a lot of time developing a separate tool to test our database integrity. And this tool made it possible for us to perfect our database and make it very accurate. In fact, we tested it against other tools, and we found that ours is always the most up-to-date and the most accurate. And to be transparent with you, we publish our test results for the last 30 days on our integrity page down here. And the way our tests work is we pull the data for a given trademark from our database, and then pull the same trademark from the USPTO web page and parse it, and then compare the data side by side. And I can give you an example here. For this trademark, this is our data that is coming from our web search engine. And this is the USPTO data that is coming from their web page. And if everything is matching, then the test will pass. Otherwise, it will fail, and the trademark serial number will be shown under the failed test column here. Now, we have two types of tests that we run on a daily basis, and the first one is our random test. Random test is where we test a random number of trademarks on a daily basis to ensure the integrity of our database in general. The other type of test that we run on a daily basis is the updates test. And that is where we test our daily uploads and updates to our database to ensure its integrity and its accuracy. You can always see exactly which trademark each one of those entries has tested by clicking on this link right here. Using this tool has allowed us to perfect our database, and that is why you will rarely see any failing test. And usually when there is any failing test, there is usually not a problem with the data itself, but rather the way that the USPTO website is formatting the same data. And in some situations, there is an update that happened today, and our tool did not have a chance to reflect that change. And so if you run the same test on the next day, then you'll see no issue. This was an introduction to mergeprotect.com. We hope that you would give it a try and find it useful in protecting your business. And if you encounter any issues while using our website, feel free to report them by clicking on this badge This will be available on all of our pages, and I'll be more than happy to take a look and resolve it as soon as possible and then email you.